Okay, so I get it. You failed. It was hard. It hurt. But for real, like, what's the matter with you? Like, you want to stay down there? You want to stay stuck? You want to stay in this mindset that's not helpful to anybody? Or you want to choose to get up and do something about your life? Do something about yourself? What kind of encouragement do you need right now?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Lead in Love podcast. My prayer for you is truly that you lead the life that you want to live and you love yourself in the process. So, today we're talking about failure, how to overcome it, most importantly, not to feel shame about it, and the like. So, sit back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, and let's go. And now, back to the program.
Do you need somebody to give you a hug? You need somebody to pat you on the back? You need somebody to say, oh, okay, don't worry, you'll be all right. Or you just going to make the decision on your own? Because guess what? What if there's nobody there? And then what's even more important is there's nobody even there but you anyway. So since you're the only one that's there, go take a look in the mirror and get it together. That's it. And that's all. When you think about God in this situation, remember that you always have the universal mirror. If you're in trouble, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, please stop for a second. Just take a deep breath. Don't panic. Just take a deep breath. And then just decide right now that you are okay. Say a prayer. There's millions of them, but if you get into trouble, go ahead and recite the poem or find the poem, Footprints in the Sand, whatever you got to do. And then you wait for God to answer. God will answer through the universal mirror. The universal mirror, or the mirror to the universe, means that if you say a prayer to God, or you ask a question, or you need to know something, God will speak to you through anything at that particular time. That may mean that you could be watching TV and the answer come up. You could go to sleep and have a dream. The answer could come up. Somebody could call you out the blue with the answer. But none of that is your responsibility. All your responsibility is to do is to chill, count your blessings, and then relax. Go to sleep. Take a nap. Because stress isn't going to help anybody in this situation. It's not. You don't have enough money. You might not have it right now. But guess what? I bet you have everything you need. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how you live in lack, but you still have just enough? Here's the thing we want to get to in life. Here's the place. We're going to get to the point where we don't only have just enough, but we have more than enough. This is the state of abundance. The state of abundance only comes from one place, and that's God. You sow seeds in God's garden, God is going to give you the harvest, the end. That's why you got to communicate. It's just like anything else. You communicate with your boss when you're having a bad day or you can't make that deadline or what have you, right? You communicate with God in the same way. He is your boss. This is self-leadership. This is self-leadership. This is how it goes, and this is how it happens. You have to lead your own life. Treat your life like a business. Treat your life like it's your job to be successful. If you're running into a hard place or you've been let down, whatever have you, you've got to make the decision that this will not happen for long, that you will not stay here forever. That's it. What did you decide? What's your choice? At the end of the day, you got to be brave. You got to be strong. You don't have to be fearless. I believe that fear is a good thing. Fear is a good thing, but it is false evidence appearing real. It is. But guess what? Sometimes you need that because you need to know where are your boundaries? Where is your stopping point? That's healthy. Some people can do things you can't do. You can do things that people can't do. What you need to be worrying about right now is who you are. What can you do? What are your boundaries? What is your stopping point? What is your pain point? Where are you at in life? That's your job. Figure all that out. When you figure that out, then you're in a good place. Then you're good to go. Now you're taking the reins on your life. Now you're steering your own life. That's self-leadership. Otherwise, you're just going with the flow. And the reason why you can't go with the flow in your own life to the point where you're not managing it and you're not having your wants is because you're not going to get what you want. You listening to other people, they're making decisions for you, they're telling you what they think, you're going along with them instead of saying, hold up, pause. What do I want? Who am I? What do I want to be? Where do I want to go? What do I want to learn? What do I want to see? Who do I want to be with? Where do I want to live? What do I want to drive? What do I want to wear? None of that comes without you asking those questions. And then, of course, when you hit a stump or a roadblock, then you take it back to God. Like, God, listen, this is that, Ask your questions. And as I said, the mirror to the universe is going to pop right off. You'll get your answer. You may not like the answer. You may ignore it. You may not hear it. You're going to have to practice. Just like you have to practice communicating with people, you got to practice communicating with God. That's all right. You'll get it together. I know you will. But this is something you're going to have to work hard at. Self-leadership and leading your own life, picking yourself up after failure, it's not easy. And the thing about it is failure is the thing that's going to happen every single day. It's going to happen in every endeavor you attempt to undertake. I just read a quote from, I don't know, whoever that guy was. Thomas Edison. Yeah, I just read a quote from Thomas Edison. It said, I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. 10,000 ways that won't work. Here's my suggestion to you. Start writing down your 10,000 ways that didn't work. You know why? You're not staying stuck in the place of failure, but what you're doing is you're building a life curriculum, your life curriculum of how you have learned. It's not your successes that you learned from because you woke up and you could just do it. That's God's gift. And I believe Steve Harvey defines God's gift as the thing that you can do, maximum results, minimum effort, something along that lines, but you're gifted. I've been lyrically gifted my whole life. It's a thing that I can do easily. I just wake up, start talking. Wake up, I'm a wordsmith. Other things that are very difficult for me, math, not money. I can count money, but math, whew, I got to call my daughter. But that's okay. I know my boundaries. I know whenever we're doing something serious or we're calculating something serious, I need somebody with me that I can trust that knows math really well, and I need my own calculator. And I need time. If you can't give me time while we're doing this math problem, then we don't have anything to communicate about. Because that's what I need. That's who I am. And that is my boundary. That's my line right there. But guess what? If you give me a calculator, you give me someone I can trust that knows how to do the math, and you give me time, and I'll be able to come up with my own conclusion or my own answers or my own sum. And that's how I do math. Take that example because that's how I want you to live your life. This is why you got to be able to point out your boundaries. Failure is here. It is designed to help you know exactly what your limits are so you can learn what it takes to overcome them. 10,000 ways, 10,000 failures. You think that happened overnight? Years of failing is what Thomas Edison is talking about. He failed for years to accomplish one success that made him a name that we say today, even though he's been long dead for years and years and years, decades, all this time. We use the products attached to his name because of those 10,000 failures. You can't get scared off of one failure. You can't get scared off of 10 years of failing, 10 years of embarrassment, 10 years of heartache. You can't get scared off of that because if you get scared off of that, then guess what? You probably are going to miss your destiny. Please don't miss your destiny. Please. It's not your destiny for you. It's your destiny to help somebody else. It's your destiny to get these other generations that are coming after us together. See, one of these days we'll be long gone, pushing up daisies, making them grow. But our kids, our bloodline and all that will still be existing. What kind of world are we leaving them? What do we give them to look forward to? How have we helped? How have we helped? Failure is very important. And your failures are special. I'm not saying it don't hurt. I'm going to keep saying this, but I'm not saying that failures don't hurt. I'm saying if you haven't accomplished your goal yet, That's a good thing because God is choosing to teach you, so choose to learn the lesson. You are gifted, you are special, and you will be blessed. But you need to take these failures seriously. Stop seeing them as an obstacle and start seeing them as an opportunity. Be grateful that you're failing because once you hit that success, everything is going to open up for you. Boom. That's the garden of abundance. That's how it happens. Keep planting your seeds in God's garden, and one of these days it will grow. One of these days your flowers will bloom. Even if you're a late bloomer, it don't matter. Because once the abundance start coming, you're good to go. Here's your assignment. Go ahead and Google the story of Job. You guys don't read the Bible, that's okay. Job is a story that transcends beyond the Bible. It is a biblical story, but it's really a story about life, how a man lost everything that he loved, everything that he coveted, everything that he cherished. He lost everything but his life. But when he got it all back, he got way more than he had ever seen, way more than he could ever dream, way more than, man. Just Google the story. And do me a favor, if you are a Bible reader, I appreciate the fact that, you can read the King James Version. But I'm going to just point this out here, and I may not be talking to you, but I might be. If you don't really understand the King James Version Bible, please don't read it. It's all translations anyway. Pick up another translation. The New Living Translation, Contemporary. There's all kinds of different translations because I need you to understand every single word in the story of Job. You got to understand it. So if you read the Bible, pick it up or Google it. There's plenty of sites, and read the story in a language that you can understand that makes sense for you so you can get the jewels. This is your opportunity, not mine. My opportunity, thank you for asking, my opportunity is to have the privilege and the honor to be blessed to stand here and talk to you today while you're having your coffee about failure. Follow your dreams. You're going to follow your dreams right into failure, but that's okay because that failure is what you're going to share with others. Seeing it for the lesson that it really is. This is why most people don't tell you their success stories from the very, very beginning. They don't show you when they're trying to be successful. They wait until they get successful and then they say, oh, well, it was hard. I had to do all this. There should be no shame in failure. There should actually be applause. I'm thinking of, y'all know I got kids and we watch a lot of cartoons, but there's this movie called Meet the Robinsons, and it has an excellent take on failure. Because this is 2023, you don't have to watch the whole movie. You can just Google Meet the Robinsons failure, keep moving forward. Google that. Meet the Robinsons, keep moving forward, and I'm sure that scene will come up. But it's absolutely amazing. And when I saw that for the first time, it changed my life. To me, that was a part of God's universal mirror talking to me, because I'm just having failure after failure after failure after failure after failure after failure after failure. Should I continue? And the only one that saw fit to even assist me and take care of me and talk to me and continue to not look at me like I was very, very negative was God. God was the one that said, oh, you failed. Good job. Keep moving forward. You don't learn from success, but from failure, you're going to learn. And now I have 10,000 ways that won't work.
Let me stop you right there. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. Let this be the beginning of all good things for you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this channel. And you can also take a look in the description box to gain access to my other channels for motivation and daily quotes and affirmations. Now, if you want to see all my content in one place, then you can go to the website at www.leadinlove.com. Again, www.leadinlove.com. Until then, have a wonderful day and on with the broadcast. There comes a time when you have to let go and let God carry you to your destiny. Your steps have been ordered onto the path of your most optimal future. It's time to let go. Let God carry you through those tumultuous times and get the universe out of your way. You've done all you can do. You're exhausted, and I know it hurts.